NEXTORCH ND30 device itself is in a familiar package as far as its form factor. So it's similar to current flashbang devices that are in use by many departments and units. It's dimension-wise, it's 128 millimeters, or about 5 inches in length, 40 millimeters in diameter. So those are very standard measurements. And as far as the weight, it's 265 grams. Now, for those of us maybe not as familiar with the metric system, which includes myself, it's basically 5 inches long by about 1.6 inches in width, and it weighs 9.34 ounces. Operation, it uses a spoon activation. So when the spoon is released, that would initiate the timer, and the spoon is held in place with a pin. So basically, you would loosen the pin. It's got a little retainer on it. Loosen the ring, twist, and then pull. So I'm not going to actually activate it at the moment. Is recharging. It has an internal 18650 battery, and it's rechargeable through a USB-C port right there. Around the circumference of the body, it has 18 LEDs that will flash, and that's with its output of 11,000 lumens with a beam distance of 70 meters, and this thing, it is very bright. The bottom is perforated. That's where the output speaker is. It puts out a 130 decibel sound output. It's kind of like a loud, kind of like a fire alarm type sound. So it's a little disorienting. It is very loud, and 130 decibels on that. As far as the controls, controlled by these two dials. So the first one would be the mode, and it has 4 different modes. The first mode would be a single pulse of sound and light. The second one would be a double pulse of sound and light. The third would be a series of 9 pulses. And then the fourth one would be 12 seconds of continuous pulses and light. It has 4 delay modes, and they're listed on there. You have a half a second, 1 second, 1.5, or 3 seconds. And to change those, basically you have your little selector dot there. You just align it what it is. Currently it's in mode 1. You just switch it to whatever mode you want, mode 2 or 3 or 4. As far as the delay, same thing. Just turn it to the delay you want. So we'll set it here. It's set for currently mode 4 at 1.5 second delay. The delay would be initiated again when the spoon is released. Okay, so I have some hearing protection in place. I've set this to its single chirp mode, so it'll flash once and chirp once. The speaker is down on the table to help keep the sound from being quite as loud. I still have earplugs in though, however, it is an enclosed room, and 130 decibels is pretty loud. So we'll go ahead and go ahead and activate this. Now go ahead and pull the pin, and then when you release the lever, there it is. It was set for a half a second. So single flash, single chirp, and that's pretty much it. Now after 30 minutes, this will start to give a quiet chirp and a flash, and then repeat that every 10 seconds as its method of basically ensuring recovery so that they don't get lost. And then to deactivate, you would simply put the spoon back on. That at this point disarms it, and of course you put the pin back in to lock it in place. I'm going to go ahead and change this now to its mode 2. Mode 2, if you recall, will be a double chirp, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on a 1 second delay. So at this point, when I release it, it will have a delay of 1 second, and then it will chirp twice and flash twice. So I'll go ahead and we'll go. So that would be the 2 chirp mode. The single chirp mode is just basically just for purposes of checking it out more than anything. That single flash and single chirp really doesn't do much. The second mode gives you a better idea of its performance. So we'll go ahead and deactivate, and I will now set it on its third mode. The third mode would be a series of 9 of those flashes and 9 of the chirps, or the siren sounds. And What I'll do this time is I will lift this off the table so you get a better idea of how loud it is. And deactivate this. And put the pin back in. And that's pretty much it. The continuous mode, of course, for 12 seconds, or a series of 12. It's like I said, it's loud, it's very bright. So that gives you an idea of it in operation. I hope this is of value, and if so, please hit the like button. And if you like this kind of content, please subscribe. We appreciate any feedback as well, so let us know your thoughts. And as always, until next time, stay safe.